Welcome back to episode 3 of Choral Music from Scratch.
Choral Music from Scratch.
Today is a really fun episode because this is whenever we get to see the first appearance of the main melody of this choral composition, which I will eventually title in these episodes Eclipse. Also, as I am writing this melody in the episode, you're going to see that I run into a little something called voice crossing. And this is whenever two voice parts in the choral music are crossing over each other as far as like the ranges go. So in this episode, you're going to see there's going to be a moment where I notice that the alto line is actually singing above the soprano line on a certain little section. And this isn't necessarily like a life or death kind of thing, but it typically helps to try to avoid voice crossing if you can when writing choral music, just because whenever you're actually there singing in parts, sometimes it can get a little weird and a little confusing whenever the parts cross like that, especially when you're writing for middle or high school level groups. As a reminder, if you're a teacher and you want to use this as sort of a little assignment for your students to do, there is a free question sheet, a free worksheet that you can download for free. Like I said, it's just there to help you as a resource that you could use as a music teacher. Thank you again so much for watching, and let's jump into it. Today, I'm going to start working on what I think is going to be the actual melody of the piece. So what we've been working on is definitely a melodic figure, what we've been calling an ostinato, because it's going to be much more of a rhythmic and repeated figure, but it's not necessarily going to be the primary statement of the piece, I guess you could say. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the actual melody is going to be. I just know that it's going to go over top that ostinato, and we're going to start by putting that in the soprano part. But at this moment, I don't know exactly what it's going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and just kind of play around with some ideas. I'm probably going to play some stuff on the piano as well, just to get some ideas, and then I'm going to fast forward to when I actually have a full-on statement, a musical statement that I want to use. Okay, well, this is getting a little... Okay, so there's already a problem here because of the register. We have, like right here, the sopranos are going down to an E and then F, G, but already we have voice crossing. So we have voice crossing because right down here, the altos are already going up to a G, A, so the altos are actually above the sopranos in pitch, which is not very good, just because it makes it a little more confusing when the parts are singing. So for now, I'm just going to take this out because I know I want this to be the melody so far. So for now, let's just get rid of this just to get it out of the way. Okay, so I've played around with a melody, and here's what we have so far. I'm going to play just the melody on its own, which right now we just have it in the soprano, and then I went ahead and started exploring some other harmonies that is going to make it more interesting without necessarily changing the melody that much. So I'm just going to play it up to two phrases here. Yeah, so that's what we have. And again, this is happening over the ostinato we've already written. And again, like I did earlier, I removed this harmony from the alto part just because there was a lot of voice crossing while the sopranos are presumably singing this, which I kind of want to avoid because that makes it harder to sing. Again, I'm going to fix this all later. Right now, I'm really not worrying too much about those sorts of technical aspects. I'm really just trying to figure out what the music itself is going to be. So that's just what we're focusing on right now. So I'm just removing that from the equation just so I don't need to worry about that right now. And there we have it, the first beginnings of the main melody of the piece. This is really, really exciting. I always love it when we have the main melody come together.
I love it when a surprise comes together.
In the next episode, we're going to be adding even more flavor to the melody by harmonizing it. So we're going to be actually adding a little bit of a chord progression to the melody. It's going to be a really, really good one. So stay tuned for that in episode 4. If you're enjoying this series, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Or if you have any questions about what the composition process looks like for me so far. Again, this is just what I do personally. I'm not going to say that this is how every single composer does it, but I really just wanted to be fully transparent and really walk you through my individual process at how I write this kind of music. And if you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. It really helps me create even more content like this going forward. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in episode 4.